Hello, scrapbookers. This is Megan, and I am back today with a Stash It Monday layout. So for this layout, I pulled out a really old, I think it was from 2014, Studio Calico kit. Sorry, forgot what company it was. Studio Calico was one of the first kit clubs that I ever joined, and I'm glad that I joined them because they made me realize what I like and what I don't like. Since then, I have been in 3 kit clubs besides them, and yeah, I have really enjoyed kit clubs. Okay, so what I am doing here is I have these 2 photos of my husband and I. We went to go see Captain America. I don't think it was on opening day, but it was probably like the week after. And we just got a babysitter for our kids, and we went out and did a little date. I think it might have been on a Saturday. I don't think it was a night, but I'm going to call the layout date night anyway. So here what I'm doing is I just have these 2 4x4 photos. The one on the right is a selfie of us, and then the one on the left is my husband in front of the big, huge little cardboard cutout sign they had. So what I'm doing is I'm just layering behind the photo. I think it's 2 or 3 mats, and then I'm going to start doing like a bunch of cut apart pieces. So here I have this red, and I really like this red, and it kind of, Captain America's colors are red and blue, right? So I really liked that red, but I had this like kind of pinkish red little strip on the bottom underneath the photo, and it was just really clashing with that red. So here I'm trying to figure out a way to make it so they won't clash so much. So I end up cutting out this piece of paper, and this is an old Seven Gypsies paper. I'm sorry if you can hear all the commotion going on in my house. It is crazy around here. Okay, so here I just cut out a little bit. I don't mat the whole photo on it. And then I'm going to decide, okay, I really don't like this strip, so I'm going to take that off. I'm going to try turning it over and doing that gray side, but I don't really like the way that looks either. So I'm just going to set that whole piece aside. And then, let's see. So I'm going to take a few minutes to do that. And then here's where I'm going to decide, okay, even though I cut that piece apart, I'm going to go ahead and just extend that one Seven Gypsies paper out. And you can barely even tell that I had already cut it apart. So here I'm just gluing all of those pieces together. And of course, I ran out of my tape runner. So here I'm just gluing that in there, and then I'm going to mat it onto that red paper that I really liked. And I'm just doing thin mats. Some of them I'm doing at an angle, some of them I'm not. And then I really wanted to use up this Seven Gypsies paper, so I am going to come up with the idea of using just a bunch of the scraps from the kit and putting them behind the layout. It's not my favorite, the way that I do it on this layout. It doesn't look that great, but it's okay. I'm still happy with how it turned out. Then there was this full sheet of paper, and I was like, oh, I really like this pattern. So I decided to use that on the left side there, and then I cut a couple of the pieces in half because they weren't going to fit across the whole page underneath the photo. Then I'm going to pull out this gold doily, and I'm going to use these Studio Calico foam alpha stickers. I'm not sure what they're called, but they are from Studio Calico. And like I said, I'm just going to call it date night, and date night movie is what I'm going to decide on. Now this layout actually didn't take me very long. I want to say it took me 45 minutes, which lately my mojo has been lacking because I am in the middle of selling my house and buying a new house, and so we're packing up the house, and also I'm trying to finish up all of my assignments for the month of September, and so my head was kind of in, 10 different places at once while I was scrapbooking. So it will be nice once September is over and we are in our new house. Our closing date is September 23rd, so it's getting close. That's actually this Friday, so it's getting really close. Okay, so I glued all of the papers down, and now I'm going to put down the title, and I am going to kind of make it all wonky just to kind of make the layout a little bit more fun. Once I get the title down, I'm going to go through the kit and I'm going to pull out just a few embellishment pieces. I'm not going to go crazy with embellishments, not that I ever really go crazy with them. But here I was trying to see if I had written the date on the back of the photo, and I had not. So I was kind of bummed about that because I do want to end up stamping the date on some of the labels, but I wanted to make sure before I continued with my layout that I knew what the date was, but I'll have to look it up on my computer. So here I'm just inking all the edges in this slate gray, and that is from Close to My Heart. Okay, so now here I'm going to pull out a few of these Spiegelmom Scraps packs of sequins, but then I'm going to actually put them away because my kit had some cute little gems in them, and so I'm going to end up using those instead. And I'm going to use this flare badge that has a heart on it, and then I had this 3x4 card, and I thought that that would be kind of a nice little embellishment piece up there, so I'm going to cut it down to just be the words "love this" so that it is a little bit smaller. So it's like 3 by 1.5 or something like that. So there are the little gems. I just pulled off 2 blue ones, and I'm going to put them in each one of the cluster sections. And I apologize about my voice if it sounds really hoarse and kind of stuffy and funky. It's because I suddenly woke up with a sore throat this morning, and I was like, oh yay, I have a million voiceovers I need to do. I guess that's what I get for waiting until the last minute to do voiceovers, right? Okay, so I put down that cute little arrow that has the heart inside of it, and that is just a little metal paper clip. That little banner says good vibes, and then I put down 2 of those gems as well. There were a bunch of tags in this kit. I think I purchased probably a few of the add-on kits, which is why I think I still have so much of this kit, because I've made a few layouts with it, but I still have a ton left. So it was really fun to go through all of these embellishments and things and use this kit, because it's been quite a while since I've used this kit. So I just pulled out a few of the tags and put them up there in the top right hand corner. And that is going to be where I eventually stamp my date. So now I'm going to start gluing down all those banner pieces up there, or label pieces. And there were these cute little cork pieces. This one says the word yes on it, and I just thought it was cute, and it gave a little bit of texture to that cluster up there. So now I'm just going to kind of clean up a little bit and add my 2 gem pieces to that cluster. I'm also going to try to add one of those paper clips, the arrow heart paper clips, but it doesn't work. So I'm going to end up just putting a cute little pink star up, or not star, what is that called? Puffy sticker. Cute little pink heart puffy sticker. And that is the end of my layout. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this layout. Have a great day. Bye.